So let's look at what are the criteria for good market segments. What are good market segments? Those who are differentiated, identifiable, accessible, appropriately sized, measurable, and stable. So differentiated means market segments should differ in terms of their needs as compared to other market segments. That is differentiated. Identifiable, which means you should be able to identify using descriptor variables who are the people in one market segment, in the other market segment, and other market segments. So you should be able to identify. It is not enough for you to just know that there are different market segments, but you should be able to also find out visual indicators to identify who are the people who fall into your different market segment. That is identifiable. Accessible means it is not only enough to have differentiated and identified market segment, but you should be able to reach out to those people also. If you cannot reach out, you cannot make your product for them, because they will not, if they are not accessible, you cannot make your product available to them. Appropriately sized means the segment should be big enough for you to be profitable. Small segment may be unprofitable for you. Measurable, which means you should be able to measure the size of that segment. If you cannot measure, then there are problems. Stable means the market segments should retain the, or let me, customers stay in the segment for a reasonable period of time. Which means the segment, the customers in the segment should not, their characteristics should not change very quickly. So if their characteristics change, then suppose their characteristics change within 3-4 years, which means they would move on from the segment and your product will no longer sell after 3-4 years, after which their characteristics change. So stable means, suppose you are making, we know that Saregama radios are being sold to customers, elder people who love to listen the radios and music on radios. So suppose that segment is not going to be there after 2-3 years, because there will be new set of old elder people who no longer like radio. Then making such a product is not a good option, because this segment will no longer exist after 3 years. That is what is stable. Any doubts you have? Otherwise, we can move to the next topic of targeting. Any doubts you have, you can quickly ask. Otherwise, we can move on to the targeting. Are you able to understand the concepts here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, suppose a builder, the uh, housing societies developers, the builders. This is the housing market. They divide the market into 4 segments. Those who want flats, those who want bungalows, those who want penthouses, and those who want affordable homes. So suppose there are 4 segments. Now, which segment they should target? Shall they? So because a builder, housing, making houses is a very, very big investment from the housing developer or builder part. So they cannot actually go after all these segments. So the making the decision which particular segment they should target. Should they target making flats? Should they target making bungalows? So that is what is the targeting decisions, which means out of the 4 market segments they have made, which segment finally they should make the product for. Whether they should make the product for 1 segment, 2 segments, or more segments. So decision about which segments to target is targeting. Segment is segmenting the market into different segments. Targeting is after you got the segments and you identify the segment using descriptors, which segments now you should target. That is targeting. You cannot target all segments because it requires a lot of investment. So which particular segment you should target, that is what is the targeting decision. So there are mainly 2 criteria which are used to decide on targeting. One is attractiveness of target segment. How attractive is the target segment? What are the different criteria to evaluate the attractiveness of a target segment? Let me write it over here. The first criteria is what are the different criteria to evaluate the attractiveness of a target segment? Market size of the target segment, growth rate, competitive intensity, entry barriers, exit barriers, accessibility. So there can be 5-6 factors based upon which you evaluate the attractiveness of a target segment. So how companies do that? Each company will have their own criteria. So these are the 6, but there can be more criteria for each product, each target market segment for a product you are looking for. Suppose there are 6 factors. You will allocate 100 points. So each of these factors are not equally important. So you will divide the 100 points among these factors based upon how important they are. Suppose market size out of 100, it is 50. Here 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. So suppose this sum 70, 80, 90. Suppose here it is 20. So you allocate 100 points to the factors in such a way that the total is 100. And the allocation should be based upon how important each factor is. Now you rate each target segment on each factor. Suppose we are rating this target segment on each factor from 0 to 10 based upon on size. How good is the size of the segment to target from 1 to 10? give a score from 1 to 10. To each target segment, on all these factors, you have to give score from 1 to 10. And whatever score you get, multiply by weightages and add. That will be the total score on attractiveness of target segment. So let me simplify it for you. So size, growth rate, and competitive intensity. Suppose factor score out of 100, suppose 50, 25, 25, and for segment bungalow we are, so for different markets, for bungalow segment, on this factor, how good is the size for on from 0 to 10? Suppose score is 8. On growth rate, suppose 8. Competitive intensity, again suppose 6. Here it is suppose 10. Then the total will be here 500. 15 to 10. 25 into 8 will be 200. 25 into 6, 150. This will be total score on 500, 700 and 850. What would have been the maximum score? 10, 10, 10. Maximum score would have been 1000. If you have 10, 10, maximum score would have. So out of 1000, the score on attractiveness of the target segment is 850. Okay. Likewise, so one criteria is evaluating the score on attractiveness. So anything above 800 is a good attractiveness score. Then the second criteria is business strengths. Whether a company has the strengths to cater to the different market segments. What is required from the company? Whether the company has capabilities to go after these market segments. So that is business strengths. Suppose for business strengths which are required to be a good player in these segments, we write down. One is good suppliers. Second is good skillful workforce. Skilled workforce. Third is financial resources. And again, these are three factors. We give factor scores out of 100. Suppose this is 100, 25, and 25. Now for each market segment, bungalow. Now these scores are given based upon how important is your suppliers. How important is to have good suppliers to cater to this particular industry, to be a good make to cater to make houses, to make different types of houses. How important is this capability for any player in the industry to be able to do well in this particular industry? How important is for a player to have good suppliers? For any player, I'm not saying for any player. How important is skilled workforce? How important is financial resources? Once you give factor scores, then you give factor score. Then you give score to the company. Are you able to get me? Or shall I explain the second thing again?
Sir, please again, sir.
Okay.
The second one.
This one is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the second one, we are emphasizing on, so it is not enough to understand the attractiveness of a customer segment. We should also know whether we have business strengths to cater to that particular segment, because one company cannot do everything. So we should know where is the market fit with our company, what we can do. Even if the market is, suppose the target market is attractive, if we do not have business strength, we should not go after that. So we should also have good business strength. So here we are writing, suppose for the target segment of bungalow, for any player to be making good bungalows, what capabilities that player in the industry should have. Suppose it should have good suppliers, skilled workforce, and financial resources, good financial resources. How important are relatively these for any player in the industry to cater to a bungalow target segment? I have given score out of 100 as 50, 25, 25. So for any player to offer bungalow, they should have these three resources. And what is more important resource is the good suppliers, second is skilled workforce, and second is financial resources. Now you give rating to the company. To our company, the company we are talking about, for which you are doing this. This company has good suppliers or not, from 0 to 10. Suppose 8, suppose here 7, and suppose 7. So you see 58, 400, 25, 7, 175, 25, 7, 175. If you sum it up, it will be 750. So score on business strength is 750. Score on attractiveness of target segment is 850, which means it is, suppose this score would have been 850, which means both are higher scores, which means company has business strength as well as the segment is attractive. It is a good option to go after this target segment because the company has good business strength to cater to this segment and the segment is attractive. And suppose this total score would have been 500, which means the segment is attractive, but we do not have much strength to cater to this segment. So either we need to increase our capabilities to move this score closer to 700, 800 to be able to target this particular bungalow target segment. So have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
So we require, once we have target segments, we need to assess each target segment on attractiveness of target segment, which means when we are talking about attractiveness of target segment, suppose there is a company A. This company will have their criteria to evaluate attractiveness of target segment. Once you have these factors, give weightages to these factors out of 100 and then evaluate the market segment, give on these factors from 0 to 10. The total score you will get will be the score on attractiveness of market segment. Anything above 800 is a good score. Second thing is, for the same market segment, do the business strength analysis. Write down for the, like in this case, for the bungalow market, what is required, what are the business strengths required for a company to succeed? 3 factors, give them scores out of 100. Now, how much strength your company has for in the first factor, from 0 to 10 on first factor. Suppose in this case, it was good suppliers. Do you have good suppliers? Rate from 0 to 10. If very good, then put 100. If not at all, then put 0 or in between. Then you multiply the factor scores here with the business strengths from 0 to 10 for your company and get the total score. So if you have higher scores on both, which means that is a good target segment, your company can go after. I'll quickly show the slides to understand this. So there are 2 questions. How attractive is the segment? And does the firm have business strengths to win this segment? We make a matrix like this. And if our segment falls into green color, based upon this course, we recommend that a company should go after that segment. If it falls in G, H and I, it is questionable. And if it falls in D, F and E, we completely recommend that company should not go after this target segment. So the approaches are given. How to assess the attractiveness. This is what are the criteria company uses, a particular company uses to evaluate whether a target segment is attractive or not. These are the company firm weighting is the company criteria and the weightages. Then the market segment is scored on each criteria from 1 to 10 and total score is calculated. Then the next one is business strengths. For the same segment, what is required for any company to succeed? These are the factors, their weightages, and whether the firm has deep pockets from 0 to 10, give score. Whether the firm is a fast moving organization, and multiply these two and you will get a factor score. And then plot these scores and you will get where you lie in the multi-factor matrix as compared to where you lie in the multi-factor matrix, whether you lie on ABC or DFE or GHI. That will give you an idea about whether you should target or not. Any doubts you have at this point? Any doubts you have, please? Are things clear? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any doubts you have? Because we have some minutes now. I can take the doubts and then we can close the session. Any doubts you have? Yeah, yes, Jaya, please, you can ask. Okay, no doubts. If you have doubts and you are a little shy to speak, you can please write in the chat window your doubts and I can take those doubts. Otherwise, we can close the session. Did you find this session useful? You can, from 0 to 10, where 10 represents useful and 0 not at all useful, you can give your ratings in the chat window and please give the accurate ratings so that I get feedback. No problem, even if you give 0, I would be fine with that. I want accurate feedback. Please write in the chat window the feedback for this session from 0 to 10. Shiva, I have now taught this segmentation. I request you to use the understanding of this session to do the segmentation for courses offered by universities. So now you have to apply this. So I request everybody to give the score in the chat window for this session from 0 to 10. Please give the accurate score. Don't overshoot it. Don't give just because, to respect the teacher, you may sometimes give more score. Give the accurate score in the chat window from 0 to 10. I'll be very, very fine with that. Not a problem. I am very, very open to feedback, please. And then I can close this session. I'll be sharing the PPT. I'll share the PPT with Professor Barada. So quickly you can give scores. Even if you give 0, I'll be very, very happy, because I should know where I need to improve, where should I improve, and so on. Thank you, everybody. You can quickly keep giving this course. There are 25 people in this session. Thank you, everybody. I would thank you, Shiva Prasad. This whiteboard has been useful. Thank you. Any other feedback? We still have about 8-9 minutes left. Okay, then I thank the organizers, the students, all of you very much that you took time to attend this session. Very thankful to all of you that you were a very good audience. Yes, who is, sir, you are not very clear. Yeah, not very clearly audible.
It's audible, sir.
Yes, now it is audible.
Hello. Okay, I don't think there are more questions from the participants because you beautifully explained all the points of segment and targeting by giving relevant examples to explain the fundamental concepts, and it was quite informative and impressive also. I expect the participants have the same responses and the perception as you observed from the chat box. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of ASB University, we convey our gratitude for being with us for a beautiful session. Thank you very much, sir, and have a good day.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you all the participants for your participation and cooperation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, all the students. All the best. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And sir, I request you to share the video.